Chronicles of Yilmaz Volume 7, and this one's going to be slightly Pulp Fiction-y, as we're going to start at the end of the story with one of my former music teachers bursting into a friend's house and making her own cup of tea. She didn't even have time to be offered one, that's how desperate she was. And while she's waiting for the kettle to boil, she apparently said, "Come on!" And I know this because my friend's mum is friends with that music teacher, so he saw this happen in real time. This is a story that very few people, even from my high school, knew, but I think it's now time for everybody to know. Yilmaz's home life exposed. Ooh, get the goss. As we learned in CY06, Yilmaz was suspended for destroying school property in a fit of rage, which resulted in him meowing at a fellow classmate. Not on. Learn from his example, kids. Don't follow it. Says some guy who was in the 1993 Canberra Raiders footy team who has to make speeches at schools as part of his community service sentence. The teacher took Yilmaz up to the principal's office to call his mum, who can't speak English very well, and was responding with answers like,
Good.
I know. So, we'd like you to come in at 11, if you can.
Yeah, I know.
because she just wanted to get off the phone. Speaking English was making her feel really uncomfortable. So Yilmaz has to wait around in the principal's office until home time for the music teacher to explain to his mum what's happening in person. Now we know this piece of information because one of our friends that was on office duty saw Yilmaz go into the principal's office while he was having a meeting and saying,
Listen, can I go out to play handball for lunch?
Hey! Don't enter my room without knocking.
Alright, what happened again? Just let me do this one thing, sir. Come on.
You are on suspension, Yilmaz, and you have lost all your privileges.
Oh, what is this, sir? You're gonna not let me have lunch?
Leave before you get into even more trouble, Yilmaz.
Man, it's like Villawood in here. It's cause I'm Muslim, man.
This was in his face when he was convinced that there was a Christian conspiracy against him, and that's why he was always getting into trouble. 3 o'clock comes and the teacher takes Yilmaz home. Yilmaz's mother opens the door and says,
Who you doing?
No one's sure if she meant how are you or who are you, but the teacher brushes it off.
May I please come inside for a second?
And then she quickly looks at Yilmaz and says, and Yilmaz's mum throws her arms up in defeat at that. Can you imagine being Yilmaz at that point, having to translate maybe 40% of his punishments to his mum, who's sitting there in clothes that you'd see someone like Fergie would wear to the gym, except for she's 50 and she's stroking one of those little toy dogs chewing gum, and every now and then saying,
Hey, Daddy. Let me ask you the autumn. Fuck, you know this shit, mum? No.
With very broken English, she starts to get frantic.
Please, I don't want to hear Master. Look at him.
At this point, Yilmaz wasn't even paying attention. He was listening to rap music, so it was the perfect time to make her point.
And if I die, I wonder if heaven got to get a two-pack.
Well, I'm sorry. We're gonna have to suspend him. We've got no choice.
You have choice, you snake.
So much venom was in the word snake that the teacher decides.
Well, I should probably be leaving now.
The teacher starts moving at a light jog with Yilmaz's mum. I guess the closest word to it is haunting her.
Look what you have done me. You're killing me. Wait, miss, can I still go to the excursion?
No, Yilmaz, we'll talk about that when you get back.
Okay, I'll see you there, miss. You know you love it.
She starts trying to turn the ignition like in a horror movie, but all of a sudden Yilmaz's mum's face presses up against the glass and says, The teacher speeds away with Yilmaz's mum chasing after the car, cursing her in Turkish. 1 week later.
Okay, class, so with the pentatonic scale, you...
I know, she's fucking crazy, eh?
Yilmaz!
I told you it would all make sense. He is the only son of a wealthy gadabout who still believes in medieval practices and uses them. And you wanted to stop multiculturalism. Please explain you.
Please press the subscribe button now.
Come on.